Namaskar, boa tarde. Let me begin by complimenting Brazil for hosting COP30, coinciding with the 10th anniversary of Paris Agreement, a crucial milestone. This is an opportunity to reflect on our response to the challenge of global warming. It is also an opportunity to celebrate the 33-year legacy of the Rio Summit, where the UNFCCC Convention principles of equity and common but differentiated responsibilities and respective capabilities were adopted, laying the foundation for the international climate regime, including the Paris Agreement that continues to guide our collective action. Over the past decade, India has consistently striven to drive its development along a low-carbon pathway. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India has steadily met its climate targets ahead of schedule. Between 2005 and 2020, we reduced the emission intensity of GDP by 36%, and this trend continues. Non-fossil power installed capacity now accounts for over 50% of our total installed capacity, enabling us to reach our revised NDC target 5 years ahead of schedule. India has not only conserved but also expanded its forest and tree cover, which now stands at 25.17% of the total geographical area, witnessing the third highest annual net gain as per the FAO's Global Forest Resources Assessment 2025, creating an additional carbon sink of 2.29 billion tons of carbon dioxide, equivalent from 2005 to 2021. With around 200 gigawatts of renewable energy, India is now the world's third largest producer of renewable energy, while ambitious programs in solar, wind, green hydrogen, and biofuels are transforming its energy landscape. The International Solar Alliance, launched globally by India and France in 2015, now unites over 120 countries, promoting affordable solar energy and South-South collaboration. 10 years after the Paris Agreement, global ambition remains inadequate. Many nations' NDCs fall short, while developing countries continue to take decisive climate action. Developed countries that have disproportionately appropriated the global carbon budget must accelerate emission reductions and deliver the promised adequate and predictable support. Given the rapid depletion of the meager remaining carbon budget, developed countries must reach net zero much sooner than they have declared and invest substantially in reaching net negative emissions. While mitigation is important, it is equally important to focus attention on adaptation to address climate risk and vulnerabilities at the local level, more so in developing countries. For developing nations like India, access to affordable finance, technology, and capacity building is vital to implement ambitious NDCs. Equitable, predictable, and concessional climate finance remains the cornerstone for achieving global climate goals. On the occasion of COP30, India reaffirms its commitment to multilateralism and towards preserving and safeguarding the architecture of the Paris Agreement, built on the foundations of the Convention. As a firm believer in climate action, we stand ready to collaborate with all nations to implement solutions and transition to sustainability in ways that are ambitious, inclusive, fair, and equitable, based on the principles of CBDR, RC, and national circumstances, thereby ensuring that climate action uplifts communities globally, protects livelihoods, and honors the principles of justice and equity. India welcomes and supports Brazil's initiative in establishing the Tropical Forest Forever Facility, representing a significant step towards collective and sustained global action for the preservation of tropical forests. India is pleased to join the facility as an observer. Finally, together, let us ensure that the next decade of climate action is defined not only by targets, but by implementation, resilience, and shared responsibility based on mutual trust and fairness. Thank you, dhanyavad, namaskar, muito obrigado.